start my makeup routine with toner. This is my favorite one, is the Botanics toner. I usually get it at Ulta or Target. I just go all over my face with it. I let it dry for a few minutes. And then I go in with the Clinique Oil Control Gel. I usually do about 1.5 to 2 pumps all over my face. Again, I let it soak in to my skin so it can absorb it. Next step is going to be the primer. I will be using the e.l.f. primer, but I also enjoy the Catrice primer. I believe it's the poreless primer from Catrice. Another one of my favorite primers is the Maybelline Redness primer. It comes in a black bottle with green. Next, I go in with my favorite everyday foundation, which is the Maybelline Matte Foundation. I put it all over my face, and then with a damp beauty blender or a beauty sponge. This one came from Amazon. I will put the link down below so you guys can check it out. e.l.f. also has a really good one, and it's very inexpensive. So as you guys can see, I put the foundation pretty much all over my face. I tap it with my beauty sponge all over. And again, this is a damp beauty sponge. I wet it and then I wring it out. So it's just damp. It's not supposed to be soaking wet. I just tap it all over my face to blend all of the foundation. Okay, so right here I'm showing you guys my 3 favorite concealers. The first one is the Tarte concealer. That one is a little bit on the expensive side. The next one is the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. And this third one is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. And I like all of them. The Tarte is my favorite. I also use the e.l.f. quite a lot. So I use a lighter shade for under my eyes because I like to bring a little bit of brightness for under my eyes. Again, with my beauty sponge, I just go over it, I blend it, I tap it. And then with the Catrice concealer, which is similar to the foundation shade, I go around my nose and above my lip because I do have some redness, which I think the majority of us girls have. Here I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush to help me reach this area. And I go over it with my sponge. We will set the under eye area with this loose powder from Maybelline, which I have been enjoying a lot. I use the shade 10 for under my eyes, and I use the shade 15 for all over the face. I'm using the e.l.f. small taper brush. I go in the powder and then tap off the excess. Right here, I'm just tapping off the excess. And then I do my under eye. I just tap a little bit, just under my eye, pretty much where I put that lighter concealer, and I go on my lid. I also usually do light baking, which means that I will put a little bit of that number 10 powder right here by the edge of my face and the bridge of my nose. After this is done, I let it stay like this. I let it sit for a while. We will be using the Tati Beauty for the eyes. This is the Tati Beauty palette, volume 1. I usually use Soothe and Story. I will go in with Soothe. And this brush right here is a Morphe E27 brush. I'm putting Soothe on the crease with the windshield wiper motion. Just depositing the color on my crease. As you can see it right here, I just pretty much as I'm putting it, I'm blending it. Just so we don't have any harsh lines. I also put it on the outer corner of my eyes. I did not speed this part up for you guys because I wanted you to see exactly how I put it. This is the Sigma E35 brush. I will grab the color Story, which is this beautiful orange color. Just a little bit. I will tap off the excess. And I'm going to go over the crease again. You guys are going to see the difference that it makes to put another color on top of that first one. You can pretty much use as many colors as you will like because I only have a little bit of time in the mornings to get ready. This usually takes me about 20 minutes to do my whole face like this. I usually just do either 2 or 3 colors. For this look, I only use 2 colors, and then I'm going to go in with a glitter for my eyelids, which I will show you guys in a little bit. So as you can see, I'm putting it on the crease and again on the outer corners, and I'm blending. We'll go over with another brush that I like for blending. Right there, I just grabbed a little bit more of the color. One is the Morphe M441 brush, which I use to blend both colors. And this brush is only for blending. As you guys can see, it has a little bit of color on it because I always use it for blending. I use warm colors about probably 95% of the time to do my eye looks. I just love the way they look on me. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with this one right here. I didn't know which one to pick, so I went with that one for that same palette. And with for this, I'm only using my finger and I'm packing that glitter. It's actually a metallic. That's what it says on the palette. It's a metallic. I think it's called Aura Metallic, and I just use it with my fingers. I feel like it works better when you do it with your fingers. However, if you have fake nails or your nails are longer than mine, you will probably have a little bit of trouble doing this. So you can always grab a flat eyeshadow brush. I usually wet it with like setting mist, like a setting spray, and go on top of it. And that helps a lot. That really brings out the glitter. I am grabbing this flat liner brush and I'm dipping it in Soothe and packing color along my lower lash. You don't have to do this step. I feel like my makeup look is not complete if I don't do this. So this is what I do, and in a minute you're gonna see me put that brush in my eye. Because I was trying to not look at the mirror and I put it in my eye and it hurt. Right there. After this, I will grab another fluffy brush. This one is from Morphe. It does not have a number or a name. It's just a reddish brown handle. And I just grab it and I blend the lower lash just so it's not a harsh line under there. And I bring it up to meet the rest of the shadow. Now it's time for lashes. I curl my lashes before I do my eyeliner, because if I do my eyeliner first and then I curl my lashes, my eyeliner comes off. So I don't have time to fix that, nor do I want to. I will set the rest of my face with this fluffy brush and going into that Maybelline powder again. This one is a different shade. This is shade 15. I really enjoy this powder. I've recently ordered the Blendiful from Tati. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it should be here next week, so I will be trying that out. Next, I grab this pencil and I will outline my wing with it. So with this one, I do the outline of my wing. This pen, brush, whatever you want to call it, because it's actually a brush, it has bristles. It's not a felt pen or anything, it actually has bristles. I have been using this pen for so many years. It makes it so much easier for me to do it. After that, I go in with the Maybelline Studio, and this is another e.l.f. brush. This is a angle liner brush, and it's really, really tiny. It comes with that little protective thing that you guys saw me take off. I go in just like that. And then I grab the lid and I kind of wipe a little bit of that color off, just so I have a little bit. See how thin it is? And then I just go in and fill in. So it's kind of like cheating doing your eyeliner. But honestly, I have tried everything and anything, and I just cannot do it. So with this, I just feel comfortable doing it, and I think it gives me pretty good results. See, right there. So now we're going to do the same thing, and then for the next one, I just grab the X's that I left on the cap. And there you see me filling in that wing. And again, I slow down this part so you guys could see exactly what I'm doing. I'm also using this sponge. I always do when I'm doing my eyeliner because I don't like touching my face with my fingers. After I am done with this, I wipe off the excess. You don't want to leave any gunk on it. So I just wipe it off. See how I took off some? And I put back the little protective cap. Now, for mascara, I really like these Essence mascaras. This one is the I Heart Extreme Volume, I think. Yes. So it's the black with the purple writing, and then this one, the red with the yellow writing. Get Big Lashes Volume Curl. I use both of them. Each of these are about $4 or $5, so they're really inexpensive. I get them at Ulta. I love how big this brush is. This is from the black tube, and I just sped this up for you guys so you guys are not sitting there watching me put on mascara for 3 minutes. This is the Tarte Exposed blush, which I love, is my favorite blush of all time. This is Sonia Kashuk brush that I got in a holiday set, and I really like it for blush. I just go in, tap off the excess. Oh, before I just wipe off the excess of that 10 powder, the number 10 powder from Maybelline. Remember, we did that a little bit of baking. I'm just wiping it off. So wipe off the brush with the blush, and I just go over the apples on my cheeks, and then I go up. So there are apples on my cheeks, and then I go up. I don't know why I do that with my hair. There. And if you think that it's too much, you can blend it. We're going to do eyebrows. I use an e.l.f. pencil for this. I just go with the spoolie and I brush my eyebrows. This pencil, I believe it's $2 at Target. And I draw up, and then my eyebrows grow down from like the middle down. So you can see the difference. So I just go up, 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 and then when you start seeing me go down is where my natural hairs grow down. So I just go with how my hair grows on my eyebrow. So if your hair grows up, you go up. When you start seeing it go down, then you draw it down. Just gives it a more natural look, I think. Then after that, with the spoolie, I lightly brush them again, just very lightly. I put a little bit of chapstick on my lips, and you can grab any lipstick, lip gloss. For lips, I went with this e.l.f. lipstick, and it is in the shade Blushing Brown. I really like how it looks. I should have gone with a lip liner, but it is what it is. After this, you can see that I have a little bit of foundation on my hair. This is always a problem for me. I grab a little bit of that same toner that we used at the beginning, just a little bit, and I go over my hair to remove any foundation or any powder that I might have. One of the last steps is I grab this L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner. Second to last step is I go over with this Real Techniques fluffy brush, and I just give it a little blend to everything. And then this is the last step. I just use a setting mist to set my whole face. Just lightly do it. I let it dry for a little bit, and this is how my makeup looks. This is my everyday makeup. Sometimes I would do a little bit less. Sometimes I do a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.